Good afternoon, friends. So if you live in Portland or you're passing through, you're curious about the life here, Willamette Week and Mercury are two important papers, Portland Tribune as well, of course the Oregonian. There are these free advertising-based papers, and I haven't mentioned them all yet. That's some of them. Willamette Week comes out every week, and this issue, it's Honey, I Punked the Kids, and it's about raising your children. And it's kind of indoor media focused. It's somewhat city introspective, not much about outdoor life. Kind of Minecrafty, although I think Minecraft is maybe a few years ago would have hit its peak. I wouldn't be the authority there. I don't teach Minecraft usually because it's very rectilinear. I'm showing Lego, of course, but Minecraft has a similar all cubes approach. It's a little bit less complicated than we would like. So this kind of Escher flatworms would be closer to what we're looking for in terms of a play environment. So it's not that different, because if you followed the last few videos, you've seen that the checkerboard cube pattern, in other words, space filling cubes with sort of an alternating black and white checkerboard pattern in 3D, is going to give you the CCP. If every black cube corresponds to a filled rhombic dodecahedron, then let the spheres expand. All the black cubes have a sphere expanding until they contact their neighbors through the cube's 12 mid-edges. That's another image of the CCP. And we get there through the rhombic dodecahedron itself with the realization, sorry about that, Mr. Keyboard, with the realization that the neighboring cubes, the vacant ones, the white cubes you could say, is where we have the termini of the half couplers. When we remove those to look at just the filled cubes where the spheres actually inhabit the center of this cube, right? It's those cube mid-edges that are likewise the centers of the diamond faces of the rhombic dodecahedron. I've just constructed a piece of that for you there. So that's a quick recap in case you weren't following. The last 3 or 4 videos have been sort of walking you through that in various ways. It's just a different, slightly different way of thinking that's not quite as XYZ as the current setup. So it's not quite like Lego or Minecraft in being so cube fixated. And indeed, our cube is no longer a unit of volume as much as our symbol for 3. It's almost like it's kind of, I don't know what you want to call it, derivative in a sense. And that's, of course, a little worrisome to people who just only want to think in terms of one system. But if you're comfortable jumping back and forth, then you're not afraid of outdoor school. For example, like, is Portland going to provide Dymaxion yurts for its outdoor school kids? Are the sports companies, the outdoor sports companies, going to sort of try to move in the direction of a more year-round solution? And you don't have to drive there in your fossil fuel microbus, and it's not car camping necessarily. In other words, like, there's lifestyle changes up ahead. Who's working on that at our local sportswear companies, one wonders? Or are we all stuck in the lifestyle of the past? We're going to have our Cub Scouts and go camping, going to go car camping with the RV. Hey, I just wanted to mention this other article in Willamette Week. This is stuff I'd been learning from Leela Wah before she took off for Nepal. A few episodes ago, we went out to PDX. And because School of Tomorrow, which this is inheriting from the movie book, the House of Tomorrow, right? The plot there is the kids going in the direction of Buckminster Fuller futurism, and only to be derailed, or is he being derailed, into punk. And punk music, punk culture. We find out that Carrie of Slater Kinney is, she's the Portlandia girl that we all know from Portlandia. If you've watched that show, the TV show, she's in this punk band, which is, I guess, on tour now, and they have a brand new album out. I've mentioned this in a couple other videos, I believe. In studying the punk curriculum, which is where we go to from the House of Tomorrow, I come to Portlandia. I come to the sort of center of it all, especially when it comes to girl punk and what we call Riot Girl. Anyway, useful history here. So this will be on page 33 of the current issue, right? So thank you, Willamette Week, for helping me with my education there, and we'll talk to you soon.